It just keeps getting better for Boston Celtics fans as Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown are ready to repeat on that quest for Banner 19 and defend their NBA championship. We're going to be diving in and looking at what they have to say on those words. Plus, we'll also be looking at an ESPN article that highlights two Celtics that are in their running for predictions of NBA awards. All of that and more on this episode of Celtics Digest. I'm Bruce Velez. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, showing your love and support over here on the channel. We want to let you know that if you did miss the stream earlier today with Adam Taylor, we had a fantastic discussion with him. Go and check it out, and go hit the subscribe button and follow him at the Vitamin C's on YouTube. But without further ado, let's dive into the video at hand. Make sure to grab a snack. And like we mentioned in the introduction, two of the Celtics are in of ESPN's NBA awards, and we'll be looking at that here by looking at their NBA predictions for the 2024-2025 season, where their expert picks for MVP in every major award this season. So on this list, go look at it on ESPN Plus. You can see if you have it. They have all their predictions 1 through 10 for every award, from MVP, Coach of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, etc. You get what I'm saying. And the ones that we're going to be looking at are obviously the ones highlighted by those Celtics. And two of them are actually very, very impactful ones. The first one we're going to be looking at is who will win MVP. Now, you can kind of think, maybe kind of guess who might be one of these guys that you might think would be in this race. We know that guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, and Nikola Jokic were in the top three, where Nikola Jokic took it last season. But if we look at this list at number 7, we can see that Jayson Tatum is there. And Jayson Tatum is one of these guys who I think can definitely qualify to be in this MVP race in this top 10. And I think definitely deserves to be there by looking at his stats. But also, I do believe that he is going to be a guy that is going to want to do that and is going to be a guy that is going to stand out this year. If we want to look at Jayson Tatum's stats from last year, we can see he averaged 27 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 5 assists, with 0.6 blocks and 1 steal per game, with 47% shooting from the field, 38% shooting from 3, where he shot 36% on corner threes. Now, Jayson Tatum's, a player that was getting crucified in the playoffs for his shooting skills and being able to be an offensive player, but he was a guy that throughout the regular season was able to maintain those shooting percentages and be an effective player from all three levels. He is a rising star in this league and has gotten a lot of hate across, multiple social media platforms that is definitely not deserving at all. He's a player that I think could easily get into the top 3 or top 5 in the MVP race. And this season, he had his best stats of all time in his career while playing with the star-studded squad that he played with. So even playing with these better players, he's still averaging his most points, averaging his most rebounds, averaging his most assists, and is still continuing to be able to do that on levels because he's growing as a superstar on both sides of the floor. He's also a fantastic playmaker, fantastic defender, rebounder, and I think with Kristaps Porziņģis being out for a couple months of the season, we're going to see Jayson Tatum being down near that low block and being aggressive, getting multiple games like we saw during the playoffs and in the Olympics, getting double-doubles consistently with this Celtics team. Jayson Tatum, I think, definitely deserves to be in this race, and who knows, he can maybe climb into that top 5 or maybe even top 3 by the end of the year, depending how dominant this Celtics team is and how much of a showing he really, really wants to bring with this Celtics squad. I think he is definitely deserving, and I think he could definitely be in there. Let me know what you guys think down below. And the next one that we're going to be looking at as well also mentions the coach of the year. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The coach of the year could be Joe Mazzulla. Now, Joe Mazzulla is third behind 2 other people, Mark Daigneault and Tom Thibodeau. I could see Tom Thibodeau personally getting it. He is coaching that Villanova Knicks squad, but they already have that chemistry from Villanova. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau is a very, very good coach. Mark Daigneault also won Coach of the Year last year with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He definitely was deserving of that, bringing that young squad together. Joe Mazzulla definitely, I think, could be a guy that could win that Coach of the Year. We saw him coming off this NBA championship, definitely shying away his haters and his doubters on his coaching ability, because we saw throughout the playoffs him take all those naysayers and make them silent. And that's what I love to see out of Joe. Putting his money where his mouth is, that's the type of lifestyle he definitely lives by. And he definitely wants to show that for all the Celtics fans. And he definitely is deserving of that. He's also going to be going at some disadvantage with Kristaps Porziņģis being out. Yes, he's going to be running with a majority of the same team. Obviously, the only difference is being no Svi Mykhailiuk and no O'Shea Brissett as at this very moment, with one addition being Baylor Shireman. But even though that's the only, little tad difference, I think we're going to see Coach Joe Mazzulla show some added game plan with this roster, really utilizing those stay ready guys and that stay ready mentality, with Horford resting in the back-to-backs and Kristaps Porziņģis being out early with guys like Kornet, Keita, and Tillman. And I think it's really going to show and shine his coaching ability. And especially, teams are going to already know how the Celtics play. They're going to game plan against the three ball, so he's going to have to make adjustments, and I think he's going to be able to overcome those because we saw him do it last season coming into this year with his new coaching staff being brought together, with him getting to pick Charles Lee and getting to pick Sam Cassell. And now with having Sam Cassell obviously taking over and being that number one guy in his assistant coach role, that's absolutely fantastic for him and Boston Celtics. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section on that, because I think it's absolutely fantastic that Joe Mazzulla and Jayson Tatum are that recognized, and they're definitely deserving of being that recognized as well. Next, we're going to be diving into the next part, which highlights Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum being ready for a repeat. And like I mentioned, these guys are hungry. They are ready. They are ready to overcome the people coming and clawing at them. And we're going to be looking at what both of them really had to say in response to this as well. First, I'd like to show you guys a video clip of Jaylen Brown talking and speaking on what he had to say at NBC Sports Boston. So I'll pull that for you guys in real quick, and then we'll discuss what Jayson Tatum had to say after.
Last year is over, to be honest. We celebrated. We had a good time. It's been an awesome summer. I've been having a great summer, by the way. But it's over with. Now it's back to work. Now we got the target on our back. Everybody's trying to come after us, and I'm like, come on. So it's back to work. And I'm looking forward to next season.
Awesome. So like you guys saw, Jaylen Brown is very confident in this team, and he is ready to go, saying, now we got the target on our back. Everybody's going to be coming after us. And I'm like, come on. And I love this mentality out of Jaylen Brown. We obviously know that Jaylen Brown has this dog mentality, this fire underneath him, and we've seen it with him growing with this Celtics team. And I just love it. I love when he fuels all the hate and just brings it out. We saw him training underwater last season, putting in all that hard work. People were clowning him, and look, he got that Finals MVP. He got that MVP, the Eastern Conference Finals MVP as well. And he got an NBA championship alongside his duo partner in Jayson Tatum. And he also was proving everybody and all those haters wrong. And then flexing once again, doing it, training once again. Absolutely killer instinct from Jaylen Brown. I absolutely love what he's doing. And Jayson Tatum as well, speaking out on this, giving his 2 cents. Jason from Noah Dalzell talking on in St. Louis when he was opening up the new gym that he just opened up. He said that he's excited to be able to run it back this season, saying that they have the same team coming back, and he's even more motivated to win another. So that's what I'm saying. These Celtics, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they are not shying away. They are ready to overcome this. They are ready to defend their title and bring another championship to Boston. Chase that banner 19, chase that banner 20, and bring these Celtics fans what they want. And that's ultimately the goal that we want to have. That's what we want to be experiencing, and we can't thank them enough. So I'm excited for it. They're excited for it. The whole team's ready, and I'm just fueled up. Can't wait for training camp to start back up again. Honestly, it's really, really bad that there is no really news circulating around. I'm going to have to, tap into the WNBA. We saw, obviously, the Connecticut Sun balling out, obviously, in the TD Garden the other night. Absolutely fantastic turnout. I'm going to have to definitely tap into some of those games over the weekend when I have some free time, because I am getting bored with no basketball going on after the Olympics. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Oh, before we leave, we actually got to get to the comment of the day. I forgot, almost forgot, but we're bringing back the comment of the day. It is here. Let's dive into that and get to that before we sign out. Comment of the day goes out to our boy Sean Carson, 3327. This was, we're talking about Gershon Yabusele. If you missed that video, go check it out. But he signed with the 76ers. A little upsetting, but he is going to have a little bit of a bench role, so it's not like he's going to be completely impactful. But Sean Carson says his time in Boston was eventful. Nice run in the Olympics. As a 12th man, probably not making a difference. And I think that's really where he kind of sits. I think that he might be a little bit higher up, maybe like a 10th or 11th guy. But yeah, roughly around that guy that's going to be trying to crack that rotation and kind of make it. And ultimately, he is a power forward, and they don't really have a true power forward on that team. They have Adam Bona, Drummond, and Embiid as their centers. Caleb Martin's their only really four. KJ Martin can kind of play the four, but he's more of a three in my opinion. So ultimately, I think if Yabu goes into training camp, he can be decent for them. Maybe get 10 minutes max, 12 minutes max for them in a rotation, but he's not going to be that big. Maybe make some flashy plays. Who maybe look nice against Joel Embiid because he looked nice versus with Wembayama in France, but who knows? I'm just happy that he gets another opportunity. I don't think he'll be a big X factor for them. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Let me know how you guys feel about this Celtics team. Check out the live stream from earlier if you guys missed it out. If you want to get up to date on everything revolving around this team, hit that subscribe button. Check out the links in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out and go Boston Celtics.